Peace. So today I wanted to do a video talking about sobriety, especially being an artist, a musician, and this is something that you don't got to really be just an artist, because I think that this is prevalent in a lot of areas of life, just in today's day and age. But my take, being an artist, and let me start off by saying, hey, I done been the littest of the littest. Like I'm talking about New Year's Eve lit, not on New Year's Eve. Smoking weed, drinking. But as of now, like I don't consume. Not putting a date on it, but I just really don't feel like it's something that I want to partake in. Smoking or drinking. I've been without drinking for months now. I've been without smoking. It's the end of the year, 2024, December 30th, and I probably smoked maybe twice this year, and I don't miss it. Not one bit. I think that there is a culture of a turn-up culture when it comes to being a musician. Like, it's kind of just what we do. You see people smoking weed, you see people like drinking, passing cups around, and I get the culture and the communion of the culture, but it's not necessary. I used to think that I had to drink to perform, take a shot or two, or smoke in order to like record, to tap into like some genius level. Because sometimes when you smoke, things slow down, and you feel like sometimes you don't have as much distractions. You kind of just zone in. But what I found is that like it never really was the smoking or the drinking. Like, I've wrote phenomenal songs, being high. I wrote good songs, tipsy. I'm probably never drunk. But I also wrote phenomenal songs sober, not on anything at all. The common denominator has always been me. And where I am in life at that time, and where I am as far as my skill set, like, am I like in shape or in the rhythm? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm writing every day, like, more likely it doesn't matter if I'm like lit or if I'm whatever, like, I could probably still write a good song. If I'm not in the right mindset, then it's possible that regardless of where I am, like, I'm not gonna write as good a song. But I do know that being sober, I've wrote more good songs and I finished them. And it's not just about being sober. When you start writing a song, it's about through that whole process of that song and just having the clarity of mind, and being open all the time for new ideas, creative ideas to come in. Sometimes you smoke, sometimes you drink, you get tired, you get irritable, and that's things that you really can't control because it's just the effect of what you're taking. But I just feel like, for me, it's been beautiful, especially like most of us that be smoking and drinking. We ain't even motherfucking rich. We just spending money on a turn up, and really it's like a self-conscious issue. Like, if any of those things, I mean, I could see it as more of a celebratory type thing, but it's funny how it becomes more of a necessity for a lot of us. And before you know it, or whether you want to address it or not, a lot of people, maybe not everybody, but I mean, I think you suffer with paranoia. You know what I'm saying? Just going a little bit slower. Even if you are a functional drinker, a functional smoker. Like, I could probably drink anybody at the table. I could probably smoke. Shit, I'd probably sit Snoop Dogg down smoking. But you could still go faster if you weren't. You know what I mean? Like, being a well-oiled machine. Like, I'm pretty sure a Cadillac can run, or whatever car, Maserati, Bugatti, you know what I'm saying? Like, Lambo, all these cars could probably run on just regular gas, but I'm pretty sure they run a lot better with the best quality of fuel. That includes food, that includes rest, water, you know what I'm saying? And then TLC, taking care of yourself, mind, body, soul, spirit. And it's funny, like, I just feel like me not drinking, me not smoking, I'm just a better artist, because I show up for myself every day. I don't miss a fucking day. I'm very focused on what needs to be done, and I am like Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe Bryant when it comes to taking care of business. And you can't be Kobe Bryant when you lit, you know? And then once you're going for like a certain level, it all depends where you're trying to go. Like I'm moving toward greatness, one of the greatest artists of my time, or the greatest artist I could possibly be. The things that I see in my head and feel in my heart, the vision I have, is so grand that I need to show up every day, tip top. You know what I mean? I don't want to have a hangover. Like, I don't want to get sleepy. If I do get sleepy, you know what I'm saying? It's just because I'm really that tired from going that hard. So it's like, I'm able to prioritize. Once you get rid of distractions, once you get rid of the things, everything that can hold you back, it's like you start pouring into more of everything. It's easier to eat healthier. It's easier to work out more. It's easier to make sure you get drinking your water. It's easier to make sure that you practicing and doing the things you need to do when you take away the things that you don't necessarily need. And for a lot of us, it is distraction. It's just part of the culture, and I just don't want us as a collective, as a community, to feel like that's necessary. You can perform your best show being sober. You can do all of that. Just practice. You know what I'm saying? You're uncomfortable because you're not prepared. That's the only time you should be fearful or scared, is when you're not prepared. You know what I mean? And you take a shot just so you can feel relaxed and just go with the flow. Practice going with the flow. Practice is something that I heard that is dope. Brandon Carter, he said, like, make sure that, I'm paraphrasing it wrong, but make, I want to say it correctly, but it's more so like making failure not an option. You know what I mean? Like, make it impossible to fail. I think that's what it is. So it's like, as long as you're practicing, and I'm in 100% total control, and I know what's going on, and I know that I've been putting in the reps, I've been putting in the hours, and I'm in my right mind, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's when magic happens. And I just don't want us to be in this follower mindset of that's what's necessary, because a lot more people, they fall down a rabbit hole. A lot of people that's publicizing it, that's showing you on TV how they doing it. These motherfuckers got money. They got other people handling business, in which they ain't even got an eye on all their business, because a lot of them is worried about other shit, smoking, partying, clubbing. It's like, I've worked a lot of different jobs, mortgage banker. That was one of the jobs, and I noticed how focused they are. And even though we're doing music and entertainment, it's like, be that focused, be that on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, where nobody's really out working you, nobody's out hustling you. Make sure that you're in your clearest mind possible, so you can receive inspiration and be ready for it at all times. Because sometimes if you're foggy, you're just in a daze. You're not even allowing, like, the universe and this collective consciousness of ideas and beautiful colors and melodies to even come in, because you somewhere in La La Land, thinking that that's where, Jimi Hendrix and the LSD took them. That's where it's going to take you. No. More than likely it's not. More than likely you're going to get tired and sleepy. or have a lot of unfinished work or stuff that you just don't care about. And I'm talking about, man, if you're going to do music, cross your T's, dot your I's, and prepare for this. Like, this is the Olympics, and just watch the quality of music come up. And this is even beyond music because it just makes you a better person. And like I said, man, it's just been, I'm about to start the beginning of the year, and I'm going to do a fast. I typically do a fast, about every year. I've had one that was really, really awesome. Really, like, it was one of my first ones. But since then, it's like we're smoking and drinking. I think last year was good. Like, I went about a month and a half. I don't know if I was smoking or drinking, but I really didn't do too much. But this is the longest in my adult life, beside before when I probably, since before I even started drinking. This is the longest I've been sober. And like I said, this isn't a stigma saying I'm never going to do anything for life, but I don't feel like I need to, especially right now when I'm still working on my brand, working on myself, and working on all those mental things that as an artist, like, you have to overcome, like the confidence level, the, being patient, the being consistent, to trusting in yourself, trusting into the process, diving deeper inside of your craft. It's like, that's the most important thing to me right now. And I just encourage all of you all, whether it's the beginning of the year or wherever it is that you're watching this video, to give yourself a chance to really tap into, like, who are you really? Who are you right now, without any, like, substances, or without really abusing it, or especially if your body is talking to you, because that's another thing. Sometimes your body is talking to you, telling you, like, man, I'm tired. I really don't want to smoke today. I really don't want to drink today. But it's like, by 1 p.m., motherfucking, you, like, somebody come with some weed, like, oh shit, or you go out to a party and they got drinks everywhere, and it's like, damn, you find yourself kind of back in the same cycles, and then you want to look at, like, where you at in life, and if you're doing the same thing with things that you don't necessarily need, is this how your life is going? Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So it's like, take a moment just to figure out yourself, where you are right now. Give your music a chance. Give your whatever it is that you're doing in life a chance to prosper, and see how far you can go, how deep you can dive into your rabbit hole. Being 100% completely you, controlling everything that you can control, and the shit that you can't control, really, that's up to God and the universe. And then if, you're really doing what, then you ain't got to believe in the Bible or whatever, but I'm just going to throw it out there. It's, whether it's trusting in the universe, or that karma and all things are supposed to be working out. But I know God says, like, trust in me. You know what I'm saying? If you really got faith, control the shit that you're going to control, because faith without works is dead. But the other shit, you got to have faith. You got to have patience, because my timing is always best. But hey, you abide in me, I'm going to, make true the promises that I'm giving you, that I hear the desires of your heart. Let's give it time. But you got to show me. You got to show and prove. And a lot of times we're not showing and proving, So it's like, just give yourself a moment, If you guys want to follow along, maybe y'all can follow along with my detox and see how it's going. I'm going to start that the second of the year, because I always get them grains, man. Your name it. For the first of the year, good fortune, money, the old wives' tale. But I always start the second of the year, so you guys can check into that. KimJoyceMusic.com. Got a Discord account, so I'll be going a little bit more detailed there with that. But yeah, man, I just wish the best for everybody, and I wanted to let you know a little bit of my journey as far as, how it's been for me. I feel like I've just been a better artist, and even just looking at my family, my environment, my community, like, it's just smoking and drinking has been something that's taken us over, and I feel like us as a culture, as a family, as musicians and entertainers, like, there's so much more out there for us if we just learn to sacrifice some of the quick thrills that's actually hurting us. I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people kind of go under, for their looks, to their productivity, their life, their finances, their potential, kind of just, go down. All of that go down just because they're leaning on a substance, as opposed to tapping into themselves and higher powers. Um, and it's been a sickness, like I said, I know, and from whether it's my family, people I know, my community, in the music industry in the whole. And it's like sometimes people want to stop, but it's like you can't stop, and then everybody around you's doing it. But it's like, damn, are you where you want to be? You know what I'm saying? And do you really know yourself and the battles that you have internally and in your mind? Like, are you really addressing them, or are you suppressing them? You know, pushing them to the side to later to when they pop up again, and then you just have to medicate again, just not have to worry about it. So, I mean, like I said, it's a journey that I've been loving, and for my body, I feel like is looking good and strong. I'm taking care of my temple. My skin is popping. My finances is better. I'd rather it's empty calories. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather eat my calories. If anything, give me some French fries over some liquor. You know what I mean? But also have more money to put toward my music, to put toward my family, to put toward things that I want that's been on my get list. Now I just have more money for it. Now I have just more energy. I have more time. I have more clarity as well. So, you know, for a moment in time, man, I definitely encourage and I'm rooting for you to just get a chance to know yourself a little bit better. And if you need some help, you know, you can go to the AA. Like, I know they got AA. I know you can go to churches. You know, what's really helped me is finding whatever it is I need to like for journaling, whatever it is I need to help me get my mind there. Journaling, listening to YouTube videos of just people who are on their P's and Q's, not smoking and drinking. I got a life coach, so now I'm in a community with other people who are, you know, tapped into the same elevation, reading books, like obsess about changing your life, obsess about becoming a new you. And that's really helped me more. Like any downtime, I'm listening to inspiration and motivation, just reading books, reading the Bible, reading. Right now, I'm reading Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude. I'm reading that book. Like, I, you know, give time for thought, for prayer, for meditation. Like, I'm going to the gym. I'm working out multiple times a day. You know what I mean? And I know, you know, 3 days go by, 7 days go by. I'm still at it. 30 days go by. Like, 90 days go by. And you like, damn, man. They say 21 days make somebody a new person. It's like, now I'm fucking into this shit. Like, this is who I am. And then it's like, who do you want to be known as? Do you want to be known as, hey, Jay, yeah, you know, you always E and J. You always drinking E and J. You know what I'm saying? Such and such, they always, you know what I'm saying, smoking weed, you know what I'm saying, pie. Or you want to be, oh, you know what I'm saying, Kim, music, fitness, you know what I'm saying? Or Kim with the locks. Like, sometimes, you know, I noticed I used to smoke and drink more than I did anything else. I was more consistent with that every day as opposed to like eating and sleeping. But out of things that I had got to choose for my livelihood, that was more me than practicing the guitar or making music. Like, I would still do that a lot, but not as much as I was smoking and drink. So it's like, well, who is your identity? Who are you? You know, and if you're a musician, man, that shit ain't really got nothing to do with your creativity and who you are. Like, you fly as is. There might be some things that you need to address, confidence things, but yeah, I would say, like, just get to know yourself and who you are as an artist, as a person. You always got help. Help is always here. You know, y'all can hit me up. Comment section, man. Y'all give each other some love. But it's time we start changing the narrative a little bit and tapping into our higher selves. And, you know, if you do drink and smoke, hey, toast one up for me. You know, make it be celebratory, but don't make it be a necessity and just a way of life, because it's unnecessary. And it's like, I feel like if you sacrifice that a little bit, then you'll receive a little bit more blessings or whatnot. And shit, I think shit just gets better. It has for me, you know. So, hey, I love you. I just want to have a little chop it up session. I holler at y'all soon. Peace.
I don't need no liquor, don't need no wine. A shot of your loving does me just right. 100 proof of you straight to my head keeps me dizzy